thank you and your team for working with our local election officials and keeping Iowa's elections safe, fair, and transparent. You truly have gone above and beyond expectations throughout this last year. It was a tremendous effort under some really dynamic and difficult circumstances. And today, Iowa High School Board of Registration Day is the perfect time to highlight how your team is recognizing Iowa high schools who are leading the way in registering eligible students through the Carrie Chapman CAT Awards. So I'm going to read the official proclamation and sign it, and then I'll turn it over to you to say a few words. So, whereas registering to vote empowers citizens to exercise their rights and make their voices heard, and whereas we want all eligible Iowans to register to vote and participate in elections, and whereas Iowa high schools are required by state law at least twice during each school year to offer eligible students the opportunity to register to vote, and whereas state law allows 17-year-olds to register to vote, and whereas the state remembers and honors Iowan Carrie Chapman CAT as one of the nation's leaders of the women's suffrage movement, and whereas every high school that registers at least 90% of its eligible students to vote earns the Carrie Chapman CAT Award in her honor from the Iowa Secretary of State, and whereas engaging students in these types of civic opportunities inspires a lifetime interest in community service, and whereas March 30th, 2021 marks the 50th anniversary of Iowa ratifying the 26th Amendment to the United States Constitution, lowering the voting age from 21 to 18. Now therefore I, Kim Reynolds, Governor of the State of Iowa, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 30th, 2021 as Iowa High School Voter Registration Day in Iowa. Yeah, you can just attest to that right here today, can't you?
Now it's all legal.
Now it's official.
Well, thank you, Governor. I think we can appreciate Iowa as a leader when it comes to elections. Nationally, we are always in the top 5 when it comes to voter registration and voter participation. Iowa voters get it, and they turn out and vote. And our young people have shown that. We've set some new records this 2020 election cycle. Our 18 to 24-year-olds stepped up big time with new records. We were seeing 65% of Iowa females 18 to 24 were voting in the election, and 59% of the males. That's better than most states have when you talk about voter turnout. Now, we're pretty tough in Iowa because when you talk about the statewide average, we're at 77%. So the younger group's still working to catch up, but this is a true indicator that they're getting the message, they're coming out and they're voting. And our effort to the Carrie Chapman CAT Award is one way to recognize schools who step up. And we launched it last year as got into the middle of the COVID situation, which was ideal time to try and get in front of high school students to get them registered. But I think it was a good step, and we're looking forward to seeing more high schools receive that award. And I'm going to give credit to the legislature and the governor for helping us pass key legislation like allowing 17-year-olds to vote in primaries. That's a big step because we've let them participate in our caucuses for some time, and it's a natural. You know, why should you not have a voice in a primary if you're going to be voting as an 18-year-old in that general election? Because we all know there's a lot of things to be decided in a primary.
That's right.
So I think that was a big step that where Iowa once again is a leader when it comes to elections. So I want to thank my staff who put a lot of work into this all the time. We may not be a large staff, but it's about quality, and I compliment all of them and everything they're doing. And I thank the governor and the legislature for giving us the tools to make sure Iowa is a leader and to give every eligible Iowan an opportunity to be a voter. So thank you again.